I just watched the Dogman movie, and it is amazing. So, spoilers for the people who have not seen the Dogman movie at all. Basically, it focuses on Greg and his sidekick, Officer Knight, who goes against Petey, and there's a bomb, so they have to stop it. Except for the fact that they picked the wrong part, and now Greg and Knight have been destroyed or something. But then the nurse has an idea. What if they stitch them both together? And so, Dogman. Awesome. Things don't go well so far with Dogman, but then he starts capturing Petey and all that stuff, and yeah, and things are looking up. But then the mayor gets a little too upset at him. Just a little. There's nothing much. So eventually the mayor decides to not, allow him to fight off with Petey, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. So Dogman's a little bit depressed about things here and there. Okay, actually, wait, I forgot to mention something before I move on. There's this butler person. She's one of the most funniest people in the entire show. It's like, she's just kind of a recurring character who, like, gets fired at the beginning, but then keeps appearing in the entire movie, just, like, being there to basically be annoying Petey as much as possible, and it's pretty funny. Now, like, the beginning of Dogman itself is, like from the first book. It also includes elements from the third book, where little Petey comes along, and the one where Grandpa, becomes, whatever. And yeah, it's pretty good. I do think the story itself is pretty amazing and all that. And I do think it's pretty cool and all that stuff. But where was I? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll continue with the story. Anyways, basically, what was I trying to say? Okay, sorry. There's a lot to go on. Where was I? So I was at. Okay, so Petey is like still taking over the world and all that. He escaped multiple times. So basically, there's another mission where there's this Flippy, and Dogman needs to keep eye on watch and all that. While this is happening, Petey wants another little Petey. That's where that third book comes in to play along. And things go well until it doesn't all of a sudden. So Petey has to take control of little Petey, but things don't go the way he wanted to, and it's not working correctly, which is unfortunate. Like, little Petey assumes that Petey's, like, the papa and all that, which I get it. It's just kind of funny, even though it's actually a clone, and it's pretty funny and all that stuff. And, yeah, so basically, Petey now has to deal with little Petey when he works on his evil, stuff, and, yeah, it's pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Oh, yeah, he messes up the Flippy part. Little Petey, why? Anyways, Petey gets a little annoyed, so Petey's like, you know what, I'm gonna give him away and all that, and then little Petey, goes away to Dogman, all that. Oh, no, that's not what happens. No, Petey leaves little Petey, and little Petey's a little sad, but then Dogman saves him in the process, and then Dogman basically adopts little Petey and, like, takes him home and all that, and they have a lot of fun together. And Petey, feeling a little bad, decides to take him back with the help of ADHD, and boom, little Petey's with Petey now, and things are going super well, except for the fact that Dogman's a little annoyed. So with the help of Sarah, they go, try to find little Petey. Oh, by the way, so Sarah is, like, basically the news reporter of the entire thing, and she's a pretty unique person, and she's pretty fun as well. Oh, yeah, and there's the Chief as well. The Chief is a really, really good character, too. He's exactly what you expect in the comments, who's a little annoyed, but still likes Dogman at the end of the day. Anyways, oh, yeah, and little Petey also finds out. So basically, Petey tells little Petey that, he had a grandpa, but his grandpa was not that great. But then little Petey decides to, like, bring back grandpa, but Petey's not that happy about it. But anyways, he continues his evil stuff. And while this is happening, Flippy becomes evil and all that stuff, and turns the building into evil. But then basically afterwards, Dogman notices and all that. After he captures Petey again, Flippy comes over and takes little Petey for himself and all that stuff. And basically, Dogman has to now stop him with the help of Petey. Yeah, Petey realizes, like, okay, fine, I'll help out, I guess. And so they help him out, and things go well, but then little Petey gets a little injured in the process of destroying all the buildings. Like, the buildings come to life all of a sudden, which is interesting. And so anyways, Petey decides to sacrifice himself, and while this is happening, they all go away somewhere, and little Petey decides to make something that will make Flippy feel a little bit, like, more wholesome and all that stuff. And when Flippy's about to destroy Petey, little Petey shows the comics and all that stuff, and Flippy feels a bit bad, and, you know, in the process, he does get arrested, and Petey gets pardoned, which is good. Anyways, Petey takes little Petey back, but Grandpa took everything. Remember the Grandpa? Yeah, he took literally everything, and yeah, eventually little Petey feels like the world's not that great, but then Petey's like, come on, life can be great, and that's a good message at the end of the movie. It's a really good message. The voice actors are really good. The story is pretty basic. Like, I know some of the scenes from the book, and it's recreated really good. Honestly, if you like Dogman, if you like nostalgia, this is the movie for you. And generally speaking, Dogman is such an incredible book. I mean, movie, my bad. But, like, books, like, I read the books, like, a lot of times. I even reviewed them on my channel. But the movie, so good. The animation's amazing. Honestly, it's a wonderful book. If you like Dogman, if you like nostalgia, if you like Dave Pilkey, this will be the book for you. And the movie, I'm sorry, the Dogman movie is just so good. I just keep saying book, movie, come on. The movie has bring back some nostalgic feelings for me, and I'm glad it did. And honestly, I'm so glad I watched it, because it's a movie that I will never forget. Because even though it's simplistic, it's still really good. And honestly, if I had to review the movie, it's like I only had a 9, just because I wouldn't say like it's a high to a 10, just because it's a simplistic movie. But that's fine. This is still a really, really good movie. And if you're interested in watching Dogman, it's going to be in theaters for a bit, and I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time.